wanted to talk about tips for being creative. I haven't really drawn consistently in years. I just fell off of it after growing up. Did it a lot in my childhood. For some reason, it just doesn't speak to me anymore, but I want to get back into it because I think it's a very cathartic form of self-expression. And I think it could help me with my mental health, just relaxing and drawing and coloring my drawings. I've already learned that going for big or go home is not going to work. Like, you have to actually start very small and draw very, very simple things. And what I'll do is I'll look at an image and I'll find one piece of that image that I want to draw and just draw that piece instead of trying to draw the whole image. And it makes a huge difference. I actually finish the drawing, I feel successful, I don't burn out, and I also don't have to struggle so hard to make it look good because I'm just focusing on one thing. Also, another thing that I've been doing is I don't spend a whole lot of time drawing. So I only spend like maybe 30 minutes or less drawing. Why did my voice crack? 15 to 30 minutes drawing, and then I just call it quits for the day. I just focus on that small amount in the small time period instead of spending like an hour or two drawing, trying to perfect something. Just whatever I'm done with once I'm done with it. And it's just so different from how I was when I was younger. I used to spend hours upon hours drawing when I was younger because I would get hyper focused. But I don't really have that hyper focus towards drawing anymore. So instead of trying to fight it and force myself to have it, I think it's better to just stop. I would say this next piece of advice is a controversial one, but I think you should take it anyways. Copy other people's work. Just copy it. Find what you like in other people. Let them inspire you and just draw what they drew. This way that you can actually be interested in what you're drawing. And the only thing that makes it unethical is if you try to sell the thing that you're drawing. So as long as you don't try to sell other people's artwork, you can copy all day in the privacy of your home if you want to. I think it's an excellent way to be inspired and stay motivated to actually work on a little drawing project or an artistic project. So like, for example, I copied this. There's another creator on TikTok who makes these really cute nose-mouth figurines out of air dry clay, and I made this out of polymer clay. I'm not gonna put this on my Etsy. I'm not advertising it as something to buy. For some reason, her work, I was just obsessed with it and I could not get over looking at it. I was like, I have to attempt this myself. Like, other people are there to inspire you for a reason. To have a dedicated space for art. I've gone without dedicated spaces for art and it turns into me making a mess out of all these different places around my house versus having one particular area where I know it is meant for. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be a permanent setup wherever your space is. It can be a temporary setup, but at least you always set up in that one spot. I think it just makes it so much easier to get into the flow of things. You know how you want your you know how you want your art supplies set up around you. It's easy. Don't just try to do art like randomly on the floor in the living room or randomly on the floor in your bedroom. Like, it's not really gonna work out so well unless it's something simple like drawing. Drawing you can do anywhere. But if you're making things with polymer clay, like sculpting, if you're painting, try to have a dedicated space. It'll just make it easier. I'm trying to open this bottle. I'm struggling, and Hazel's interested in what I'm doing.
Hello and welcome to this daily yoga flow. This is a full body routine to help you build.
We'll begin in a seated position with the legs extended in front of you.
So I'm going to attempt to glaze. Not with regular glaze. I'm attempting with UV resin. As you know, UV resin is toxic when in its liquid form before cured. So I need to get prepared. I need to put on gloves. I need to go outside. Like, I have to take this very seriously. So I'm gonna be glazing these items right here. This is a worry stone mushroom. This is a baby Shrek. And then these are some mushroom earrings. So yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna glaze this. This is a little clown face. I'm not glazing this one though. Well, actually, maybe I should glaze this one first as practice. I'm going to be bag gallery, and I'm just gonna do this like in my comfy clothes. Also, I miss Pepper so much. Like every time I open the back door, I remember how when he was here, I'd always have to make sure that he wasn't right there so that I could open the back door and not have him escape. We still think about him pretty much every day. And we got his stuff back from the vet. They took a paw print of him, which we didn't know they were gonna do, and they sent us his fur. So we thought it was really sweet, and they sent a card too, and they wrote like notes on it to us. So it was really sweet. I got gloves that are pink, and they're just pink because they're the cheapest ones, not because I'm obsessed with pink, even though some people may say I was obsessed with pink. Oh, I forgot my UV resin light. Brother, I'm gonna pause you. Okay. I'm trying to open this bottle. I'm struggling, and Hazel's interested in what I'm doing. Hazel! No. No. Apparently they're coming up with the Scrubs new season, which I'm like, who asked for that? Like, Scrubs was good while it lasted. It doesn't need another season. I am thoroughly exhausted from crafting. Glazing your clay, never easy. Don't know how people do it. Always a problem. Hate it, to be honest, but also kind of love it. Toxic relationship core. I already made and ate some avocado toast because the place we're going to doesn't really serve food. But then Angel brought home some Chinese food from her parents' house. We have a sweet potato, some tofu with some beef in it or pork in it, and then a pork slab right here. Another tip, a tip for sculpting, is try to reduce contact between the clay and your hands because it will get messy. No matter what, your fingers pick up so much dust, dust, hair, specks. I don't even know what it is, but it picks up all these things. So try to keep as much space between your hands and the clay by wearing gloves and by using acrylic blocks. And then my last tip is if you don't have all the fancy, cute storage solutions for art supplies, just keep everything in plastic bags. I keep myself in either plastic bags that I get from the grocery store or in Ziploc bags of different sizes, or I keep them in the original packaging it came in because I'm like, that's the easiest way to keep this small item together versus losing it over time. Yeah, but I'm having a lot of fun with this polymer clay stuff. I'm not sure how far I'll go, how good I'll get, but we gonna keep it pushing. And I just want to put stuff up on my Etsy.